Right then, let's get formal introductions over. My name is Josh, female to male, transgender, 19-year-old teenager. I'm pre-everything. I've had a couple of appointments, one with counsellors, one with a psychiatrist. It's all fun. Last one was a 4-hour talk about my life where I only got 2 5-minute breaks, and by the end of it I was enjoying. So went to clinic in Grantham, and to be honest, I really didn't like the guy I had to speak to. It seemed like he didn't know what he was doing, and he seemed like a twat, to be fair. It's like, he asked me something, and basically the outcome was that he believed that I have fascinations, this built-up fantasy that I want to be a complete guy, and then he proceeded to tell me I'd be nothing more than a trans man, which was pretty harsh. And to be fair, I think generally most of female to male transgenders want to be a man. I know I do. I know I'll not be nothing more than a trans man, but that was just so annoying. And then he told me testosterone can make me look like a bald lesbian, so hey, seems like a really, really, really nice person, didn't he? And I might have him again when I try to get transferred to Nottingham, because he's one of the psychiatrists there. So yeah, I got a letter from them saying that I've been finally officially diagnosed with gender dysphoria, and they've asked me to write basically a story of how I perceived my life would have gone if I was born biologically as a male. In all honesty, I don't think it would be overly different, because I believe I would have been the same person. I've always believed that I should have been born a male. I've always acted as a stereotypical boy, or really more of what my parents used to call a tomgirl. Tomboy, yeah. I'm sorry, I've only just woken up, basically, like, not even an hour ago. But yeah, tomboy. Never played with dolls, always asked for action men. Strange fascination with Lara Croft, I thought she was absolutely amazing. I always joke around saying that it was my first lesbian crush. I've never enjoyed wearing skirts. If I can get around not having to wear them, I wouldn't wear them. When I did wear them, it was to make my family happy. When I started hitting the denial stages of it was wrong, do that, they'll know, they'll freak out. So it was just anything girly was to please my family, because I was scared, because being transgender was something different. Coming out as bisexual or a lesbian to my family was perfectly fine. My mum wasn't happy with it, but she accepted it because it's quite more, I wouldn't say it was more widespread than being transgender, but more people seem to be openly gay or bi than transgender. transgender people, because even though I'll be open to it if people ask, I know a lot that don't like to be open about it, don't want people to know about their biological birth sex. I know how they feel. I get like that with people I don't know. I don't wish them to know that I was born a female. I want them to think and believe I am actually a guy. It was one of my fears when I was at college that I went from a sports course that I was enrolled on as Poppy, and I went on to A-levels, which I was enrolled on to as Josh. Obviously there's that crossover between A-level and sports students. Sports students know me as Poppy, A-level students know me as Josh. I'm going to run into people from sports who are going to call me Poppy. For ages I had a story that went, I have a twin sister, I have a testosterone problem that makes me look more like a female, and they keep getting me mistaken with my sister because obviously being twins, look similar, we dress similar, black glasses, black hair, and all that ugly jubbly stuff. It seemed to work. I think I convinced a lot of people. It seemed that way anyway. And then one day at college, went down to the town square with my friends. There's a lot of like alternative people because I'm into an alternative music scene. The way I am, really understanding, open-minded. You would assume people would have the same mind as you, but no. My friends introduced me and they went, "Oh, I'm sorry, at first I thought you were a girl," and I was like, "No, it's okay, I get that all the time," until one guy came along and he kind of stared at me and went, "You can't be a boy." Came up to me and grabbed me in inappropriate places and went, "Oh, is that a bra?" Obviously it's not a bra, it's a binder, but I wasn't going to tell him it was a binder, and I have a really short temper, but I was able to control it no matter how much I wanted to smack him. So trying to be the bigger man to say, I just walked off. Admittedly, once I was out the area, I absolutely burst into tears. I was sat at my granddad's on the phone to my dad asking him to come down because I couldn't go into college. I was that like, okay, I don't think traumatized is the right word, but I just felt so crap about myself that if I can't pass, then do people really believe me? It's really frustrating. I'm sure I'm not the only one that you can have days where you're bind and you're packed really well and you feel really good within yourself. You feel and think that you look like a man, that you think you look like a guy, and you think that everyone else around you thinks that way, and then some days you just have those days where people stare at you and you feel like you know what they're thinking. Is that a boy or a girl? On the upside, yes, I do like the fact that people might think, is that a boy? But it's the fact that they still think that I could be a girl that really gets to me. There's my binder that I have right now, before I get a new one, is absolutely knackered. The Velcro on it is so stretched out. Well, not the Velcro, the elastic on it is like so stretched out. There's a rip in the part of it, and the only problem with it is living in the UK as transgender. As far as I know, there's nowhere specifically in the UK that I found as of yet that you can get a binder from. It's all overseas. The only binder I've got is from Tea Kingdom, which is an Asian company, and then the next one I'm going to get it from is Toolshed, which comes from Underworks, which is an American company. At the moment, because my binder's that buggered, I'm having to use bandages and my binder with safety pins to keep it down. It's not the best thing in the world to do. I really wouldn't advise doing it, because it puts so much strain on your back and then your breathing. There's been a couple of times where I've got short of breath just tying up my shoelaces because I can't bend down. Okay, I know I made the mistake of binding before doing my shoelaces, but many people text me, sorry. I should have done my shoelaces before I binded, but other things, but yeah, and it doesn't really do good for your health, so I wouldn't really advise against it. But I know it's hard that if you're like me, I've got a pretty large chest, 36 WD. Even when the binder was new, I was flatter, but you could still tell there were like rests. I used to joke around and say, oh, I've got moves, but it's not really not the same. So a wee bit of advice there: if you're a FDM with Argent or Blab, don't go for a Velcro one. Try and get a pullover one, because Velcro just dies eventually. I think that's all really, other than the fact that I've got a really supportive girlfriend that says that my gender doesn't bother her. At the end of the day, she loves me for me, not my gender, which really gives me like that extra motivation. Like we've only been together, what, today's the 2nd, tomorrow's the 3rd, so that would be 2 months. But in the 2 months that we've been together, okay, like any normal relationship, we've had a few bumpy bits with a couple of arguments, but I've never had someone that's made me feel this way in a relationship, that I'm actually loved and cared for, and I'm not going to be judged to a degree. So I've got her for all the support that my family are giving me as well, but when you've got someone that you're actually with and they support you, it always gives you that extra motivation. Right then, I think that's all for now, so see you guys later.